Alright, it's time to review one of my favorite movies of all time, Summer Catch. Came out, it's PG 13, came out in 2001. It's an hour and 44 minutes. Now, for any of you that know me personally, you know that Freddie Prinze Jr. is one of my all time favorite actors. He is in the same league as Matthew McConaughey. There is no film that he's done that I don't enjoy, and it's just because of the actor that he is. Now, Summer Catch holds a very dear place in my heart because not only is it Freddie Prinze Jr., but it is set around the Cape Cod Baseball League. And again, if you guys know me, baseball is my sport. So you add, my number one actor, my favorite sport, and you already have me hooked. Now, I ended up meeting Freddie Prinze Jr. a while back, and it was kind of disappointing that this wasn't one of his favorite films, but obviously I hold it a lot more true than I guess most do. Now, the whole premise of this film is Ryan Dunn, who is played by Freddie Prinze Jr., he has one last shot to make it to the majors. And he ends up being drafted, well, not even drafted, but put on the Chatham A's in this Cape Cod Baseball League. And the whole summer, he wants to make it. He wants to, he wants to get paid to play baseball. There's so many kids out there that wish for this dream, and it passes them up. I mean, I was one of them, but I don't think you see much people in Major League Baseball who's 5'2". So, I mean, sometimes you're gifted with the talent and the height, and sometimes you're just gifted with the love of the game. Now, like most rom-coms, there is always that one girl who tries to, I guess, get in the way of, what you want, and this film is not that film. So his counterpart is Tenley Parrish, who is played by Jessica Biel, and they kind of go with the whole aspect of something that I'm very familiar with is when I was growing up, my dad always told me, hey, this is where we are, this is where the rich people are. And it's kind of what Ryan's father taught him in this film, and his father's actually played by Fred Ward. And Tenley Parrish's father is played by Bruce Davison. And that's just like the kind of life that they got brought up into. And, you keep on going back and forth in this film as to, hey, is Ryan going to make it? Is him and Tenley going to end up together? You're sitting here and you're curious because it's about Cape Cod baseball. And you're sitting there and you're just thinking, is this too cheesy? Is it realistic? Is it accurate? Well, I can tell you right now, the fact that they put a rotary in this film definitely makes it so that they try and keep with the true of New England. Now, there are other people in this film. You have Matthew Lillard, who plays Billy Brubaker. You have Brian Dennehy, who plays Coach Schiffner. You have Brittany Murphy playing Dee Dee Mulligan. You have Mark Blucas, who plays Miles Dalrymple. You have Wilmer Valderrama, who plays Mickey Dominguez. You have Corey Pearson, who plays Eric Van Leemer. You have Christian Kane, who plays Robbins. And you have Gabriel Mann, who plays Augie Mulligan. Now, just that cast alone, you're going to want to watch this film. Because whenever Lillard and Prince are in the same film, I mean, go watch Scooby-Doo. Their chemistry is so, I'm not going to say tight. It's so natural, so fluid, as if like they were brothers. And if you like baseball, if you enjoy a love story, you should definitely give this a watch. Like I said, maybe I'm being biased and I just love Freddie Prinze Jr., but in this film, Ryan ends up losing his mother. And, you know, he ends up talking to his big brother Mike as to, you know, what should I do? And it must be nice to be able to turn to an older brother for advice. And I kind of wish I had that. But enough of me. So IMDb gave it a 5.1 out of 10. I give it a 5 out of 5 because it has everything that I like. It has romance, it has baseball, it has Freddie Prinze Jr., Matthew Lillard. You can't go wrong with this film. There is a little, there's a couple cameos. You have Kevin Youkilis from the Red Sox. You have Hank Aaron from the Atlanta Braves. You have John C. McGinley from Scrubs, who plays Hugh Alexander, who's a scout for the Philadelphia Phillies in this. And we even see Ken Griffey Jr. in this. So, if you haven't watched it, give it a watch. Rent it off something because you can't stream it anywhere. But I think it's one of the best films that has ever been made. Like I said, maybe I'm biased. Give it a watch and let me know.